why would I beg you to act right when it's people begging me to stop playing?
Hello? Period, Pooh.
That's some
And
real
I wish
shit.
people would understand that.
This is the only thing you need to do if you want to change your life in 2023. And it doesn't matter where you are or what circumstances you're currently in. Be a naive doer. Stop psyching yourself out before you even give something a chance. Over preparing, over consuming information will do you more harm than good. It's better to be a naive doer than to never start at all, because at least a naive doer takes a step forward. Etsy Prints on Demand was the first online business I ever started. I saw one TikTok of a girl saying, try this out. And after work, I literally sat at my desk and spent 5 hours building my store immediately. I was super busy with work and life, and I literally forgot that I spent those hours doing that. And then one day I was working and I heard my phone go cha-ching and I had gotten my first sale. That one cha-ching, that one moment gave me all the validation I needed to move forward and say it is possible to make another sale and to make more and more and more. If I was worried about all the ins and outs and taxes and this and that, I would have never took that first step. And as I got to the places where maybe I need to start thinking about more logistics, I would think about them. By that time, when those issues came up, I already had the knowledge I needed and the confidence I needed to continue moving forward. I dare you to take a risk on yourself. It doesn't always need to be big, but you need to act on the things that you want to do.
How to drastically improve your life in a week. By the way, this list does not include anything like waking up earlier, exercising, eating better, because we all know that those are tips we've all said before. These are some new ones. Number 1, you are going to listen to the free audiobook called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's on YouTube. Just trust me on this one. Number 2, even if it's a casual day, even if you're not going anywhere, you act like you are. You get up, you bathe, you get dressed, you do your hair however it makes you feel good. You do your makeup if you choose to do that. You put on an outfit that makes you feel confident. You feel like you look good. When we look good, we feel good. When we feel good, we get shit done. I swear, when I know that I'm looking good, when I know that I'm polished, put together, I'm a different person than when I feel like I'm not looking that good or when I'm a little bit disheveled. Two different people. We know that life itself is the occasion. We're dressing up for life every single day to show up as our best selves, and this is going to propel us forward. And if you take any tips away from this video, let this be the tip. Stop constantly asking for the opinions of other people. They are not you. They do not have the innate wisdom that you have for your own life. I'm telling you from personal experience, you're going to wake up one day and realize that you are living your life for other people and not yourself. You deserve your dream life and all of your most magical desires to come true, or else you wouldn't have them. I'm here rooting for you, my love.
You're in your 20s and you want to level up, glow up, and maintain peace in your life. Listen up, because this is how I did it. Step number 1, you need to invest in your appearance. Taking care of yourself on the outside really don't gotta cost you thousands of dollars. All you really need to do is, number 1, get in the gym. Get yourself a little workout routine where you are just consistently working out and taking care of your body. I start working out like 3 to 4 days a week, and when I tell you, not only do I feel better, my clothes fit me better, I feel more confident, I'm able to, release stress in a healthy way. Working out is so important. Get your diet together. Start taking care of yourself. Eat healthier foods if you can. Drink more water. If you can, invest in your skin. Like, you don't need to do too much, but invest in your skin if you can. Because when I tell you skincare is so important, y'all, invest in your skin, and that will help you to feel so much more confident too. And then little minor things are just like getting my nails done and just like buying new clothes when I have like extra cash. And that, you don't have to do that stuff, but that's just what I personally like to do. It just makes me feel better about myself, makes me feel cute, makes me feel, like I'm that girl. Next, journaling and affirmations, y'all, and therapy. I would highly recommend you to get a journal and just start journaling and saying affirmations in the morning. And if you can, do some therapy, y'all. That's so helpful. Every morning, I write in my 5-minute journal all the things I'm grateful for, all the things I'm looking forward towards completing in the day, and positive affirmations about myself. And that just helps me to stay positive, stay grounded, give gratitude, and also just start the day with a positive mindset. It's so easy to forget about all the great things that you have in your life. Take the time out of your day to just, give thanks and be grateful for all the things that you have. Next, setting boundaries. This is so important. Once I start to set boundaries, y'all, my life got so much better. Stop over explaining, stop chasing people, and start cutting people off. When people are a threat to your peace, you cannot play about that. You have to get rid of them. All right, kick them to the curb. They can't be in your life no more. And then lastly, I would say saying yes. Like, I started saying yes and just hanging out with my friends if I'd be invited to spots or to places or to parties. I used to just be all up in my house, not really want to go out. But then I'm just like, why can't you not go out and have fun? Like, I'm young. And once I started to just say yes and just go out and have fun with my friends, not only did I meet people, but I just started to really just enjoy life. I would say to try to incorporate, some of these things the best way that you can into your life. And you'll really start to see like how your life really starts to improve for the better.
This is how you're gonna achieve your motherfucking goals in 2023, bitch. Do something that literally sucks ass every single day. You, my friend, need to learn to get out of your comfort zone. I just stuck on my false now. Do you actually think the successful people want to wake up at 6 a.m. every day? Do you think they want to roll out of bed and slave away at the gym? No, bitch, but that is where you need to rely on your discipline. I think the biggest mistake that people make when they are trying to reach their goals is that they rely on their motivation to get them there. But the truth is, motivation is only going to get you so far. There are going to be days where you are going to be tired as shit. You're going to be hungover, and it's so tempting to just be a slob kebab and lay on the couch all day. But this is where you rely on your discipline over your motivation to actually get to your goals. You need to remember, do you want to be comfortable or do you want to see a change? Because you can't do both, girl. This next one, I know y'all don't want to hear it, but you need to start waking up earlier, girl. Time is money, honey. Now that I get up at 6 a.m. every day, I am able to get so much more done even by 10 a.m. And that used to be the time that your girl used to wake up. If you're watching this video, you're probably the type of person that actually wants to elevate and get to their next stage in life. And something that's helped me completely change my mindset was listening and watching podcasts. I love listening to podcasts like Jay Shetty, A Diary of CEO. There's something about being able to dive into a CEO or millionaire's mindset that is just so mind-blowing. And you just feel so motivated, like, yeah, I can do it all, girl.
3 things you're going to do every day if you want to change your life in 60 days. So we see people posting like, oh, it's time to change my life. And then it's like 75 hard. And most of the time, hard challenges like that, people will just fail. And then their self-efficacy plummets. And then they're in a worse place than they were to start in believing that they can actually make a change in their life. So if you want to make a lasting change, it starts with the tiniest of tiniest habits. So I'm going to give you 3 today that you should be doing every day if you want your life to be completely different in 60 days. Probably going to see these habits at first and be like, how is that going to change my life? But just do it for 60 days and then tell me if you feel like a different person. I'm not saying you're going to have like a completely new life and be living in like your dream country and whatever, but you're probably going to feel a lot better as a human being. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to commit to something that you are going to do every single day for 60 days. And this can be absolutely anything. I'm currently on day 4 of doing this, and mine is reading a self-development book for 15 minutes a day, but yours could be going for a daily walk, 5 minutes of meditation, those habits that we hear all the time that are so good for us. Pick one and only one, and you are going to do that for 60 days. If you fail, try restarting because you need to, have a little discipline with it. Number 2 is to put 10 minutes aside a day for the tasks that you always avoid. I am notorious for avoiding tasks that will literally take me 2 minutes, and I put them off for like a month. Like, if there's an email that takes me 2 minutes, but I don't need to actually send it for 3 weeks, I will send it on the last possible day. And all those little tasks boil up and create so much stress in our life and are just sitting in the back of our heads. So if you give yourself only 10 minutes every single day to just wipe out as many of those tasks as you can, I promise you will just feel so much better. Picking a weekly affirmation, I started this last week. The reason I'm doing weekly is because I honestly can't memorize a new affirmation every day, and I've been choosing pretty long ones. The trick though with picking an affirmation is you cannot pick something that you wholeheartedly do not believe about yourself, because it's just like, you're smart enough to know that you're telling yourself a lie, essentially. So pick one that feels right and feels like it's supporting you and steering your mind in a positive direction without kind of being toxic positivity or just unrealistic for yourself in this moment. This is the one I've been writing in my journal every day for the past week. And as you can see, it's something that just kind of helps you feel supported
and affirmed without being something that's like toxic positivity. Not focusing so much on something materialistic or something you really want to achieve, but rather just what are words that you need to hear in this moment that will help you get on the path to what you want to achieve. It's kind of steering away from something that seems unrealistic in this moment.
Weird things that I did to elevate my life is I stopped wearing big t-shirts at home. Big t-shirts and sweatpants. And I got rid of them and I started only wearing like athleisure and maxi dresses that are really comfy. Like maxi dresses are sometimes actually more comfier than sweatpants because you just store it on and it's just one piece. Like you wake up and you throw on a maxi dress. And I lost weight. I ended up getting more fit. I ended up going to the gym more because I was just constantly in athleisure wear. So get rid of those like high school t-shirts that you own, that you got for free, that you wear when you're comfy at home, because that is actually what made me gain a lot of weight.
Make your anger expensive. Luxury is maintaining a consistent state of peace. Don't let anybody ruffle your feathers, or at least hide it if they piss you off. There literally is an art to being unbothered, and I can talk about it more if you want me to.
The biggest question I always get is people are like, Kaylin, how do you consistently like continue to up-level your life and just have like glow-ups and life glow-ups like all the time? And when I really think about it, like yes, there's so many other things that go into it, but the biggest thing is just the fact that like 90% of the time, I'm uncomfortable. I spend the majority of my life in mess, chaos, risks, and the discomfort. I don't wait for things to be perfect to start, and I don't do things when I think I'm ready. Because the reality is, if you do that, like it's just never gonna happen, or it'll take like way, way longer. I will always take messy progress over stagnant perfection. And I learned that because when I was a kid, I was such a perfectionist and it held me back so much. I went from living with 3 roommates to my own luxury apartment in the span of a year. Financially, that's a huge, huge, huge jump. Would it be way more comfortable for me to stay? Yes. Would it be expansive? No. I met my boyfriend because I decided that I needed friends that were more like-minded, so I went to an event alone. I was lonely for like 4 months because I knew that I needed to get out of the environment that I was in. And I'm not saying comfort's bad at all. Like shit, sometimes that sounds so nice. But I've learned to find comfort within the discomfort, and that's why I've been successful at it. Learning to like regulate my nervous system while still growing is also really important. And the way to achieve that is just through doing it and really, really trusting yourself. So if you want to change your life, you have to get used to being uncomfortable. To friendships changing, career changes, like all the time. But it never fails to be so worth it. All you have to do is start, because most people never will.
Here's 5 things I would do if I wanted to change my life within a month. Because Sad Girl Summer is out of season. First thing I would do is ask myself, what do I want out of life? And define my goals for each aspect of my life. For career, for friends, for love life. I want you to go full Delulu mode and go on Pinterest and make like a shit ton of vision boards for each aspect. Then I would ask myself, who is the version of me that's living in my Pinterest board? Like, who is this hotter, cooler version of myself that is taking weekend trips to Mykonos? I would try to analyze the mind of this hotter, cooler version of me. Like, what's her daily routine? What are her beliefs about herself? How does she dress? How does she speak about herself, etc. The third thing I would do is I would look at current me right now, and then I would look at this dream version of me, and I would identify the gap between both versions. What are the differences between me and the hotter version of myself? Fourth thing I would do is I would ask myself, what is holding me back and keeping me in this current version of me? Is it bad habits? Is it a toxic relationship? Is it friends that make you feel like shit? So I can figure out what's gotta go. And yes, this means your musty ass boyfriend has to go. Sorry. The fifth thing I would do is I would step into the mold of this new you. Literally method act as if I was them. Like, I want you to give your best fucking performance. You need to give Austin Butler cosplaying as Elvis 2 years later energy, okay? Like full Elvis accent and everything. I want blood, sweat, tears. Not really. But dress like them, speak like them, and I would start to practice their habits one by one. If there's someone that exercises regularly and I don't exercise at all right now, I would start by just going to the gym twice a week. And then once I'm consistent with that, I can work my way up.
Girl, let me tell you how to completely elevate and change your entire life. Like, doing these things will literally have you feeling like the best version of you, girl. I'm telling you, I've been working on doing these things more recently, and I have just like overall I've been feeling so good. Starting off, girl, do not be scared to go do things and to go out alone. If you wait on a friend or you wait on somebody to go do something, you are never going to do nothing, and you're never going to accomplish all the things that you actually want to accomplish. That bucket list is just going to sit there. I promise you it will. Because a lot of the time people are unreliable, and you can't rely on somebody to pursue your life and your dream. Get up, get over the anxiety, get over the fear. I had to. If I can do it, y'all could do it too. Coming from a person that literally has bad social anxiety, like, I promise you, taking yourself out on a date, taking yourself for brunch, lunch, out for a walk even, it's just gonna have you feeling good. Being able to do things alone is such a good, like, immature feeling. And don't be scared to do it. I promise you, don't be scared. Just don't go out at nighttime doing dumb stuff. We ain't trying to get kidnapped, stolen, killed, none of that. Next is to work on your environment. How does your room look? Is it clean? Is it messy? Is it how you want it to be? Because that's probably where you spend most of your days and most of your time. And if your room is constantly cluttered, constantly unorganized, it never just gives clean, it never gives clean. You're probably constantly overwhelmed, and your mind probably constantly has a lot on it, because when you're sitting there looking at a mess all the time, how are you supposed to even, like, navigate your thoughts? Because I'm telling y'all, when my room is a mess and I'm not taking care of my space, my mind is cluttered, and I do not get the amount of things that I want to get done that I should be getting done, if that makes sense. Keep a clean and organized room. If you have to sit there and clean it every morning before you leave, clean it every night before you wake up, before you go to sleep, do that. I promise you, it's going to help you more than you think. Something that I've always struggled to do too, and just like have been doing more recently, is just talking to people, not being so standoffish and weird and just like, don't talk to me, like, work on that. If you see somebody and they're just talking to you, don't just give the vibe that you don't want to talk to them, because making connections and networking and just finding new people to have in your life is so much more important than you think it is. If y'all want a part 2, I'm gonna do a looks version, so just stay tuned. Love y'all.
If you want to start leveling up your life like I do, here's how we're going to do it. I'm personally trying to level up in all areas of my life, so here's the list. 1, we're going to get very clear about the type of person you want to be, the life you want to live, how this person acts, thinks, looks, everything, so you can start getting a clear vision and start acting accordingly. 2, we're going to write our goals. I centered my whole Notion planner around this, so I have a section for each area of my life that I'm trying to improve, and in each section I have an area where you can write down your goals. But when you write your goals, you're going to write how you're going to accomplish each one, and that's really important, so make sure you do that. Number 3, we're going to create vision boards for every single area. You can create Pinterest boards, whatever you want to do. We just need to get a vision of every single area, and then we're going to create a whole 2023 vision board. Number 4, our daily habits. So there's multiple ways you can keep track of this. I have a habit tracker and I have a weekly planner. On the habit tracker, you can add anything you want to hold yourself accountable to do. For example, for me, I'll add make my bed, skincare, drink 3 liters of water, bunch of other stuff. 5 is taking care of the bigger tasks. So when I said to write your goals and write down how you're going to accomplish each thing, you're going to add those into a calendar and actually do them. So let's say my goal is to pay off my student debt, and how I said I was going to accomplish that is by paying a blank amount every month. What I'm going to do is schedule a date that I'm going to have that amount taken out every month. Or let's say you wanted to do more self-care days. So what you said was you're going to go do more facials and massages every month. So you're going to go to your calendar and you're going to schedule those days out. There's a bunch of other examples, but we can get into that detail later. So I'll be sharing my own process in doing all of this. It might seem a little confusing right now, but I swear it's super straightforward. And the whole Notion planner is completely organized with everything. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys do it with me. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hard, but so worth it. I'm excited for our level up era. We got this.
Get ready with me as I tell you how my friends and I changed our lives pretty much overnight. So this all started about a year ago when my friends and I had been in our new city for about 9 or 10 months, and everything had kind of started to change. Some of my friends were getting boyfriends, some of my friends were getting new jobs, some of my friends were about to be traveling for 2-3 months. And my friend Megan kept using the phrase, new characters unlocked, new plot lines unlocked. And we started kind of acting like we were in a TV show because it felt like we were in a season finale. Everything was changing. So we just kept making jokes about how we were in the second season of our TV show in our new city. And after the summer was over, we felt like we were moving into season 3, and that's when things really took off. I was explaining season 3 to my best friend Libby, and she asked me to make her a Pinterest board to really kind of explain what a season 3 girl would be like. So we decided our inspiration was going to be Serena Vanderwoodson and Carrie Bradshaw, and we were just going to have the most fun, iconic season 3 ever. We were going to do things we would never normally do, and we created this Pinterest board where we just pretty much manifested all of these things to come into our lives. We just kept asking ourselves, what would a season 3 girl do? And we had this newfound confidence because we were just acting like we were in a TV show. And so if something went poorly, it was for the plot. And if something went well, it was all because of this new, like, fake confidence that we had. From that confidence, we got upgraded to first class on various flights. We got invited into Nobu. We got invited to hotel openings. Just crazy things that had never happened to us before. It was just kind of this aura of fake it till you make it, but it was working. We always had a new story. There was always something crazy happening. One time I was at a rooftop bar and this bartender brought I asked for a lime wedge on my Cosmo, and he brought it to me on his knees. I was like, this is the epitome of season 3 right here. This would have never happened to me beforehand. We built confidence by disguising it as this little game of like what a season 3 girl would do, but it worked, and our lives got so much more interesting. Opportunities came our way, people came our way, and life was just so fun and exciting and iconic, honestly. So this is your sign to act like your life is a movie or a TV show. Literally, life will get so much more fun and interesting, and I'm going to tell you about season 4 in my next video.
Hi guys! These are things that I stopped doing that helped me become the happy, successful, leveled up, best version of myself. Number 1, this is probably the best thing that I ever did for myself, but I stopped trying to maintain 30 friendships. Those 30 people, they don't know me. They don't know my goals. I'm better to maintain a couple really good ones. Number 2, gossiping and bonding over like the bad things, the negativity. I used to have so many friends where I would literally just sit around and kind of just talk negative with them, and that was the only thing we had in common. Number 3, following people that I don't really like, content that kind of just makes me sad. People that I went to high school with who hate me. Speaking of hate, letting hate bring me down. Kind of a waste of time if you ask me. Allowing myself to be lazy and being like, oh, it's just a self-care day. I would have 30 self-care days in a row and I'd be so lazy. Drinking every weekend. That was not it for me.
This is for my people that are looking to become the best version of themselves and how to elevate their lifestyle. A lot of the times it is things that you need to start doing, but a lot of the times it's also things you need to stop doing. And these are 5 things that you can implement now in order to elevate your lifestyle. Let's go. Number 1 is self-deprecating jokes. Look, why are you sitting here being your biggest hater? Listen, there's your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the mind that is constantly listening. It's running 24/7. It controls your dreams. It controls your habits. It controls the things that you often don't think about. So if you're out here telling yourself, oh, I'm not confident, I'm broke, I'm a loser, you're bound to be all those things because whatever you tell yourself is going to be true. So stop with the self-deprecating jokes because it's actually ruining your self-esteem. Number 2 would be speaking on places, people, things that I don't like. Think about it like this. If I don't like something or somebody, why would I let it have power over me and take space in my life? Why would I dedicate my energy to something that I don't like, something that doesn't benefit me? It makes no sense. Only speak and pay attention to things that will benefit you and that you truly love. If it's not making you happier, healthier, or richer, dead it. Number 3 is going to be complaining and dwelling. Look, the past is the past. It's already done. You feel me? So you talking about the past and bringing it into your present moment is not going to change it whatsoever. It's something my botch tattoo taught me, is no matter how much I was like, oh, I should have done this, I could have done this, I would have done this, no matter how much I said all that, the ink wouldn't change. Nothing about it would change. And so it was a clear symbol of everything in life, every endeavor in life. Take your lessons from it and move on. Number 4 is one of the hardest, but one of the most crucial. Surrounding myself with people that don't uplift, motivate, or inspire me. Look, we're like sponges. And like I said earlier, our subconscious mind is always seeing what it sees and hears what it hears and just runs with it. It doesn't have time to sort through all the shit. So, surrounding yourself with people that have a high vibration and operate at a higher frequency is crucial, because if it's on the opposite side of the spectrum and you're surrounding yourself with negative people, they're going to intoxicate your aura and you're bound to be the 5th bum if you're surrounded by 4 bums. If you want part 2, follow for more.